Mhm. Good afternoon, everybody. For some quick housekeeping rules, if you're not a staff or an attorney, the judge is going to require you to keep your camera off until your case is being called. So keep your camera off until your case is being called and keep yourself muted. And if you have an iPhone or something that says not your name on there, please make sure you update your name on the screen so we know who you are in court. Thank you.
Ready to start?
Your attorney.
We ready, Judge?
McLean.
Judge Missy,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I did not know you were presiding today. I thought it was Judge Law.
Yeah, we did a
Oh, y'all
switcheroo
did.
there.
Okay. Well, your reset date is going to be February the 5th, that Thursday.
Okay, February the 5th. Okay,
Okay.
got it.
All righty. Well, let's get the rocking and the rolling.
Okie dokie. All right, everyone, we're going to start our state court, our Fulton County State Court Expedited Accusations calendar. And this is a calendar for cases which have been recently arrested and charged with certain misdemeanor offenses. Soon after their arrest, the Fulton County Solicitor General's office has already accused the cases of the offenses brought against them, and the cases have been bound over to the Fulton County State Court. Nevertheless, this will usually be the defendant's initial appearance before a state court judge, so we are able to address several matters, including bond, possible arraignment, or possible plea offer if one has been offered by the state at this juncture. And you already heard that our SAP reset date is February the 5th. I want to begin by reminding everyone that this whole entire proceeding is being live streamed as well as recorded, live streamed on YouTube as well as recorded. So govern yourselves accordingly. I want to remind the defendants on this calendar that you have certain constitutional rights. The first being that you have a right to counsel at this juncture in your case, and you should have spoken to your attorneys by now. And also, I want to let you know that remember anything that you state about the facts and circumstances of this case can and will be held against you. So remember to follow the lead of your attorney and be careful making statements against your interest. All right. And who's here for the state?
Good afternoon, Judge.
Thank you.
Myself and Mr. Sirocco are here.
I see you. All right, thank you. Who do we have first, deputies?
Position 11, Mr. Denard.
All right.
Your last name.
This is 26 CR 000473C. Artist Denard, charged with one count of willful obstruction. Pre-trial?
The last arrest was March 16th, 2023, out of Georgia State Patrol for criminal damage to property, burglary. There are 26 total arrest cycles. There is a 2004 simple assault, criminal trespass, misdemeanor conviction. There appears to be a hold out of Jonesboro for aggravated assault. The date of that warrant is June the 2nd, 2024. Nothing further to report.
All right. Date?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you want a little bit about what happened in this case or go straight to my rec?
You can go to your recommendation.
Okay, it looks like there's already a $2,000 surety placed by the previous magistrate. With the open warrant out of Jonesboro for ag assault, we feel like it should remain in place. I'm just checking to make sure we don't need to stay away. It doesn't look like we do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I will go with and continue on with the $2,000 surety bond, given that history and the cycles. So $2,000 surety, and I guess no further contact with the victim.
The victim is Deputy, let's see, Sergeant Hall and Deputy Kibo. So I guess barring necessary police intervention.
I was going to say, give or take. Okay. All right. That will be it. Who's the PD is? Thank you, Ms. Green.
Your Honor, actually, Miss Kim did interview Mr. Denard.
Oh, okay. PD Kim. I don't see her. Is she on?
We interview.
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I was on the phone with the ACDC. What's going on? What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is position 11.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was gonna continue and I forgot for the PD side, he has a $2,000 surety bond already on the case.
Your Honor, actually, this case is Riverside issue. Incident happened on September 8th. The warrant was issued September 11, 2025. He has been in jail ever since September 8, 2025. So this case should have been brought up about 137 days ago.
Your Honor, I have a note that Officer A. Robinson Kane conducted a 9-month-long operation attempting to locate and arrest the defendant.
And when was that?
Let's see. It looks like he started in January. Is that right?
I have him just 3 days, 3 days, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he's been looking for him for a while. Investigator Robinson Kane had been looking for him. So it's not like we let him sit here for no reason. There was an investigation and an attempt to locate him.
But how long has he been sitting on this accusation or these charges? It's not since September the 8th, I'm assuming.
No.
I don't know about that, PD Kim.
What do you mean? I mean, how could it not be? The warrant was issued on September 11, Your Honor.
Right, because he fled and then investigator Robinson Kane.
He did not flee. He was here in Fulton County Jail ever since September 8, 2025.
But what was he picked up on September the 8th?
September 8, this charge, Your Honor.
By running away and attempting to run into traffic by failing to adhere to a lawful command. He's charged with obstruction.
Yes, willful obstruction, this charge.
This charge or a different charge?
I'm going to double check. I believe it is this charge. 16.
He still has the open FTA for ag assault in any event.
But those,
We have to see what he was booked in on by looking at his booking sheet from September the 8th.
I think the failure to appear.
has been forwarded to voice.
You think what now?
Your Honor, those FTA was issued on December 5, 2025.
Just trying to get clarity.
Let me see what I can
put
do.
some light on the clarity here. This guy, he's been in jail since September. The charge was added as a warrant on January the 26th by the booking screen. Apparently, they found this open warrant and they added the charge as of January the 26th. He was booked in Fulton County
January
Jail with-
26th hasn't happened.
January, well, that's what it has on the warrant. I don't know why the jail has it booked in here. Hold up, let me make sure. January the 21st, I'm sorry, Judge. January the 21st of 2026, this charge was added to his booking screen.
So it's been just about 48 hours. Thank you, Miss Lewis.
You're so
Right.
welcome.
Yeah.
Not make any sense. Just because it was known to the jail on January, the warrant was already issued on September 8th. That should be the first day of the Riverside issue to start.
Not necessarily when the warrant was issued, is when the person's picked up on the warrant. Not if that were the case, we'd have people here all day, forever. PD Kim, I don't think Riverside starts the day the warrant is issued. It's the day they're picked up into custody.
The
Isn't that right, Ms. Lewis?
Yeah, he was arrested in September, but this charge was just added to his booking screen January the 21st. Apparently, they found the outstanding warrant and they added the charges like they add other charges when they find they have open cases or they have a hold on them. They purely add it to their booking screen. So this is the first appearance on this particular charge. That's why it's just got accused. But yes, he's been in jail since September, but for other issues.
Mm-hmm.
But what are the other issues? Other than those FTA, which should have been effective from December 8th, 2025, only thing was hold for Clayton County.
Hmm.
Not for Fulton County charges.
Like I say, he's being held for 2 FTAs and felony, and then he has a hold in another county.
They are
So he
from,
got picked up on the FTAs. And
Right.
now we're dealing with the case that the jail came across with the EW warrant, and it was just added to his booking screen on January 21st, and that's why it's on the counter today.
So it's not Riverside.
but we still would like to request for signature on bond for this. He has been in jail for a long time, Your Honor, already 137 days. And I think it's something fell through the crack because he doesn't even have a bond for any of his charges, which is he's entitled to have a bond after 90 days of being incarcerated, Your Honor. So
But those are not the charges before me.
I understand, yet this one, I really request for a signature on bond.
Not with 26 cycles and a hold and the convictions he has. No. Not doing it.
We would like to request for the lowest possible bond, Your Honor.
I'm gonna stick to the 2,000 surety that he already has, which I believe is fair under the circumstances, under the Ayala factors, especially with two FTAs.
Your Honor, may we please have a sheriff's program?
Have a what now?
Sheriff 10% program, Your Honor. Sheriff 10% program for his bond, so that way he can pay 10% of the bond. He's not, I mean, he doesn't have any employment, Your Honor. He does not have any funds to pay for, and he's not going anywhere other than Clayton County Jail.
That's if they come and pick him up. Hold on a second. All right, PD Kim. I'll give him the 10%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Next we got provision 15 and 16, Mr. Hughes.
Okay.
Number 15 and 16, Mr. Hughes. Should be off. I told her, hold it.
I have on my calendar 15 is Hubbard and 16 is Hughes. No?
Same.
I have the same, Your Honor.
Does Mr. Hughes have 2 cases, jail? Deputy?
I'm sorry, number 16 then. Yeah.
Oh, he's just 16. Okay. I was making sure we didn't have something that we're supposed to have.
Yes.
Right. 26 CR 0000494B. Mr. Hughes charged with 1 count of theft by shoplifting. Pretrial?
The last arrest was September 18th, 2024, out of Fulton for probation violation. They have 5 arrest cycles. Felony conviction in 2015 for armed robbery. Also in 2015, possession of Schedule 3, 4, or 5 controlled substance. It appears that they're on probation for the armed robbery under 14 C 13172. Nothing further.
All right. State?
Yes, Your Honor. He took some Tide and some soap and candy from Kroger. He had already been, well, they called him a repeat offender at that Kroger, but he had not been criminally trespassed until this particular moment. There's a $1,000 surety already set by the previous magistrate. So you would ask that at remain, stay away from the Kroger at 3425 Cascade Road. And we do think a social worker visit may be in order here, based on the circumstances. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Is this your case, PD Green?
It is, Your Honor. And Your Honor, Mr. Hughes, he is 29 years old. He is currently homeless and unemployed, Your Honor. His background in employment was as a handyman. Your Honor, he does have his GED, though. He did go to the 12th grade and he has acquired his GED. Your Honor, he's lived in Georgia for the majority of his life. His grandmother lives in the metro Atlanta area. Your Honor, I do understand as far as the circumstances, but stated he has no resources. $1,000 bond is insurmountable for him. We would ask if you would please consider releasing him to on a signature bond through pretrial.
Pretrial is not going to be able to keep up with them. How's he going to report in?
Well, it's in that sense, Your Honor, I do understand that he's homeless, but you know,
And that's why I thought the social worker visit so they can kind of help him.
if Your Honor, if you won't consider a signature bond, would you at least consider then at least the 10%?
Yes, I'll put
Yes.
him in 10%. Let's do that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
Need a 10% amount.
Yes.
Oh, Your Honor, I would ask for
So that's a
Okay.
1,000 surety in the 10%.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Next. Courtroom 2.
Yes, ma'am.
What do we have next?
What was the bond for number 16?
$1,000 surety, but I gave him the 10%.
All right, we go to number 17, Ms. Ingram next.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000475F. Lindsay Ingram charged with 2 counts of reckless conduct. Pretrial.
The last arrest was June the 9th, 2025, out of Sandy Springs for an FTA. That's their only arrest cycle, nothing further.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor, I was just reviewing. It looks like there's a bond set at 10,000 each for a $20,000 surety, which is incredibly high even for us. We have spoken with the defendant, or I'm sorry, the victim in this. I don't know if she's present with us. But she does want, there's a TPO, so no further contact, a stay away. She would also like the no further contact to include the father, Roger, and the children stay away from 1110 Hammond Drive. There is an FTA from Sandy Springs I show. She's also requested an MHET. I think. Yes, so we'll ask that it remain the stay away and no further contact with the parties involved, MHET, it looks like. And we don't know if DFACS got involved in this. If they did, we ask that they follow whatever program or whatever DFACS may have in place. Thank you.
Yeah, give me a little bit of the facts to see why we were at 20,000.
Right? The accused was apparently banging on her door, on the front door, trying to get in to drop off the 2 minor children. The officers arrived as in response to the 911 call, asked if someone stopped the officer and said, "Hey, are you here for those unattended children?" One was running around the hallway. The other one was propped against a wall outside the apartment. There were no clothes, no food, no diapers, no nothing. The mother had sent pictures to friends saying she left the kids unattended outside in the hallway. So that's why we're not sure if DFACS is involved, but it looks like due to that's why it's so high, is that she just the children are 2 years and 5 months, completely unable to care for themselves in any form or fashion, and they were left with no resources for the grandmother where the children were dropped off to even care for them as well. So it looks like that's why the high bond and the request for the MHET. I also have a note about a superior court order, but I didn't see any. Just a note that says follow the superior court order. It looks like they're going through a divorce, so that may be what it's referencing. I do see Mr. Ingram on the line with the children if he wants to jump in and address anything. Thank you. Oh, Judge, you're muted.
We're both muted. Mr. Ingram, can you? I can't hear you either. You see the red little microphone?
So
Okay.
I didn't want to speak in front of the boys. I didn't know I had to speak.
You
Yes.
don't have to.
Well,
It's optional.
You don't. All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. All right, go ahead, PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Miss Ingram is 35 years old. Your Honor, she does live in Marietta. She lives there. She's lived there for 18 months. In fact, before her husband left her for another woman on December 6th, they lived there together with their four children, ages 15, 11, 2, and 5 months old. The 5 month old, she is still currently breastfeeding, Your Honor. As pretrial stated, the only arrest she had as far as is the ticket for Sandy Springs, which she didn't know about. She spent almost $2,000 clearing that. It was a ticket citation, which caused her license to get suspended. And then when she got arrested, she got a driving with suspended license in Sandy Springs. Your Honor, she is working. She's a subcontractor through Home Serve. She is an insurance call center, and she's been doing that now for almost a year. She works from home. Your Honor, her older two children are living with currently are living with her friend since she had spent some time in Sandy Springs and then was brought over to Fulton County, and who is also a neighbor. And the younger child, as the younger children, the 2 month old, the 5 month old, and the 2 year old are with their father, Your Honor. Again, before this incident, he left on December 6th. They hadn't filed for divorce. They were going for a divorce. Your Honor, of course, my client heavily disputes these charges. Your Honor, with her lack of history, and also with what she's had to pay to get released from Sandy Springs, we would please ask if the court is willing any type of bond through pretrial. She is not opposed to any type of conditions. Even if the judge if Your Honor wants to impose any type of screens, even as far as the mental health evaluation, she is just really trying to preserve her job and be able to take care of her children, Your Honor.
When you spoke with her, did you notice any
I
image
did not.
issues or anything?
I did
Okay.
not, Your Honor. She was very coherent with me, Your Honor. And in fact, I will say, Your Honor, she thought that the actual charges stemmed from the citation with Sandy Springs. She was very surprised when I read her as far as the charges. So that's why I said she will vigorously defend these charges. And that's why I'm glad that the court is aware that they are going through a divorce, Your Honor.
Okay. So we've got the matter over there in Superior Court. I will order a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial. So I'm going to do 5,000 on each just to make sure there's nothing going on there. And she needs to get some help if she needs
I
it
understand, Your Honor.
with the kids as a single parent. Sounds like she's got her hands full and working two jobs. I do understand. I will put her at a level 1, and I'm not going to order an MHET, just social worker visit if she needs some assistance with daycare or things of that nature. See if they can find her some resources.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm going to, well, this happened on the 11th. But she's only been in for 2 days though, right? So I'm just making sure there has been some cooling off.
Yeah,
And I
Your
don't
Honor, she
want,
is. I apologize, Your Honor. Just wanted
Go
to see
ahead.
it been a period of time in Sandy Springs, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right. She was there okay. So I just want to make sure though, I know going through the divorce can be a tense period, that we're not going to have any other incidents. What does
There is the TPO, so we need to make sure that she
Oh,
is in compliance with
that's
that.
right. So with the TPO, she cannot be around the victim. Is it with the children as well? Do we have a copy? It is both.
I don't have a copy in front of me, but I show Roger Ingram, Desiree Ingram, BI, and MI, who are the two minor children in the warrant, are all covered under the TPO.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to order no further contact with the victim and the children until further order of this court or Superior Court. She's got to
Okay.
comply with those orders and be careful. Be very careful to not end up back in jail. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond, because I don't want to have conflicting orders. So,
Understand, Your Honor.
so let's do the stay away for now till we can sort it all out. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you
Can
so
somebody
much.
clarify the name of the husband I just got? What is his first name?
Oh,
Roger.
Okay, thank you.
Roger. Okay.
All right, next we got 29, Ms. Middlebrooks.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000485F Stacy Middlebrooks. Charge at one count of simple battery against a person who's 65 years or older or who is pregnant, willful obstruction of law enforcement officer, and battery. Retrial.
The last arrest was March 31st, 2024, out of Fulton County for battery. That case appears to be open under 24 CR 001522F. There are 9 total arrest cycles with arrests out of Florida and Georgia. There was a misdemeanor conviction in 2001 for reckless conduct. Nothing further.
All right.
Your Honor, with respect to this case, I just want to make sure that you received and are aware of the amended accusation for count 3. It is a battery family violence rather than a battery. We sent that in. I let the court know about it, and I just want Your Honor to be aware.
Do we have that, Ms. Lewis?
What was that question again?
Do we have the amendment to the third count, this battery family violence? Do we have that?
I think I saw that. Let me double check.
Okay.
That was on the Middlebrooks.
Yes, and there were actually technically 2 amended accusations filed. The second being for a typo in the
Yeah,
first, but
I see that we have simple battery against a person who's 65 years and older.
mhm.
Is that was it? And the other one was filed as battery, but now it's filed as battery family violence. That's correct.
Yes, and there's also the obstruction
In
charge.
destruction. So the
Yep.
battery family violence, it is battery family violence. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Judge. This incident was just yesterday. It took place at 1881 Myrtle Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. Law enforcement responded to a fight call and made contact with Mr. Anthony Baptiste, the victim here. He is 69 years old. Um, he and the defendant are not in a relationship, don't have any kids together, and don't reside together. However, from the open case that I was able to look into, he's the victim there. That's a battery family violence. That's docketed to 24 CR 001522F. And that the circumstances are similar there, with the exception of that being a dual arrest case. Both of those cases are still open, but here, as there, defendant was struck in the head/face area with an object by the defendant. There it was a wooden object. Here it's the defendant's own cane. But they used to date, at least, and they used to live together. Um, the Yeah, as for that case that I just mentioned, ending in 22F, also being held on an FTA, the defendant is for that. I didn't see a hearing, but listed on the bench warrant is failure to report to pretrial services. That was issued December 8th, 2025. Um, and yeah, so this would be the second open case against the same victim here, Judge. Just as well, with that, the risk of failure to appear. and potentially committing a felony before trial. The state is recommending a $6,000 total surety. I'll give that breakdown momentarily, but we did speak with Mr. Baptiste. He confirmed the events in the warrant. He does not want the defendant to get out of jail. We explained she's entitled to a bond, but he's tired of the defendant beating him like a child. He can't keep enduring this. They're not together and they don't live together, but he explained the defendant is basically transient or what have you. She's going from house to house, doesn't really have a stable address, but he has allowed her to come over from time to time. He's since had enough. He wants no further contact and a stay away. And he made reference to that open case where I will say she is in violation of the no further contact order. So the state is recommending that $6,000 total surety, $4,000 on the battery, $1,500 on the simple battery, and $500 on the obstruction. We are recommending FFIB, with this being the second open case, as well as no further contact with Anthony Baptiste. I'm going to say stay away from wherever Mr. Baptiste resides, whether that be 1881 Myrtle Drive in Atlanta, where this incident took place, or I will get the other address for you. I need to confirm with the, we'll need to confirm further with the victim, but in any case, stay away from where he resides. The no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and I can have that other address for your honor in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Less than that. Let's see here. It was that other address was 811 Hank Aaron Drive in Atlanta. If that is where the defendant, the victim resides, either location, we would ask for a stay away. And if we could sound for Mr. Baptiste at this time, that is all for the state.
Okay. Mr. Anthony Baptiste. Anthony Baptiste.
And I should
And
mention
didn't-
that there have
Uh-huh.
been other arrests where I believe they've been dismissed, but there was an ag assault and a battery against a female who's pregnant case, 2019, that was dismissed, as well as a battery out of Florida from 2017 that was dismissed. That gives us further cause for concern.
Mm-hmm. And on your breakdown, you said 1,500 on the simple battery and
Yes, Your Honor.
no, and
No,
then
that's correct.
500 on the obstruction, and then
Yes.
the battery family violence. Was that
We're recommending 4,000 on that, Judge, for a total of $6,000 surety.
okay? Gotcha. All right, PD Kim.
Your Honor, Ms. Brooks, she is 47 years old and she was born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. She does have a different address where she resides. The complaint witness and my client, they do not live together. They don't share any child. We have no objection to stay away from his residence and no contact with him, Your Honor. My client has 6 children, all grown up, and 1 grandbaby. She denies the allegation, as in the past it was dual arrest, and this time she was self-defending herself, and that is her defense. And she's willing to fight for this because she feels like she was taken advantage of the system, that Mr. Baptiste is putting her in a more difficult situation. She is currently unemployed. Because of that, she has no funds to pay for any bond. We would like to request for a really, really low bond. I understand that signature on bond will be hard because this is second case against the same victim. So we would like to request for the lowest possible bond of $1,000 surety bond for each charge, totaling $3,000 for the surety bond.
Not to interrupt, can somebody clarify those addresses that you gave out? Because one address shows that that's her resident, the Hank Aaron.
So Hank
Oh,
Aaron, actually, she does not reside there. I can text her current address to Miss Lewis.
Yeah, that may have
okay,
been in there from her previous arrest from 2024.
okay.
They were living together at the time.
Yeah, I don't know if she's a caregiver, a friend, or what, but
Oh, they were
at some
dating
point
at the time, so
they were dating.
I guess they're
Well,
ex boyfriend, girlfriend.
there's no way I would give her a signature bond. We've got to stop these acts from happening to this poor victim here. So I'm going to go with the $6,000 surety bond, 1,500 simple battery, 500 on the destruction, and 4,000 on the battery family violence. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. Stay away from wherever Mr. Batiste is, wherever he lives. I think she's got to stay 2 football fields away, 200 yards. Don't have any contact with him, his family, or anybody that will get a message to him. Don't call him, don't text him, don't email him. No further contact with him. And I'm not going to do FVIB at this point. I don't know. Can she afford it? Did you say that she was working or not, PD Kim?
Not working, Your Honor. She's getting social security checks. Your Honor, we would like to request for a 10% charity program as well.
No, not going to do her.
Okay,
I don't think that would be wise to do. Make sure she's finished with these allegations.
understood.
Uh-huh.
And if you got 13, Ms. Ferris.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000498D. Jamie Ferris, charged with 1 count of battery family violence. Retrial.
The last arrest was September 22nd, 2015, out of Atlanta for possession of marijuana, less than an ounce. That is their only arrest cycle, nothing further.
All right, stay.
Okay, looks like we are asking for a $2,000 surety. No further contact with the victim, Giorgio Glover. Stay away from 50 Allen Temple Court and the FVIP program. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. I think we made contact. If Your Honor will give me just a second. I remember seeing
Okay.
this pop up.
Okay.
Okay, no, we weren't able to make contact with him. Thank you for waiting, Your Honor.
Okay. So no further contact and a stay away.
And the FVIP based on the charge. I believe that's the high note. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. PD Green.
Your Honor, she is a conflict with our office. We represent Mr. Glover in an open case.
Oh, all right. Is Miss McLeod around today?
No.
No. Miss Lewis, have we had any contact with Miss McLeod?
Not from my understanding, I was not aware of the conflicts until now, because I did not see these until like 1:38. When it came through earlier today, so, we haven't had a chance to contact our conflicts at this time. I mean, we can try to reach out, but it's no guarantee.
No. Let's see if we can. But that she doesn't have a preset bond, does she? I didn't hear the state say that. No.
No. A lot of times with the BFE, the initial magistrate won't deal with it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, may I speak? May I speak?
Are you going to represent yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
If you're going to represent yourself, you have to know the rules of law and evidence, and you may not want to do that. Don't know if it's wise to do that. Let's see if we can get a conflict defender first before I let you represent yourself. Then we can come back to you if we can get a hold to her. Because that would be in your better interest is to have representation.
Yes, ma'am. Georgia Glover's in Jackson prison. That's why you can't get in contact.
Say that again.
Glover is in prison. That's why no one can get in contact with him.
She was saying he's currently incarcerated. That's why we can't, we're unable to contact the victim in this case.
I'm not worried about that so much as your rights right now. So let's hold deputy. Let's see if we can get Miss McLeod. If not, I'll let her come back and represent herself.
You know, number 10, Mr. Dargan.
Okay.
Judge, we're in the process of trying to get Ms. McLeod, so we'll just have to.
Okay.
Or, you know, hopefully she'll get on
Right.
the counter.
Okay. Thank you.
What position we're on now?
10.
Thank you.
This is 26 CR 0000472F. Tariq Dargan charges 1 count of battery, family violence, 1 count of cruelty to children in the third, and willful obstruction. Retrial.
The last arrest was January 1st, 2026, out of Fulton for DUI, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. That case is open under 26 CR 000046F. They're also being supervised by pretrial on that, so we'll be coming off of that bond. There's 19 total arrests out of Georgia, Virginia, California, DC, Louisiana, and Maryland. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
And Your Honor, in California, those earlier cycles give us some pause for concern. There's a cruelty to children, battery on spouse, infliction of corporal injury on spouse, battery on spouse. There's also in Maryland, assault, confining an unattended child. I guess that's the equivalent of kidnapping. I'm not sure. So we are asking for a surety bond on count 1, 3,500, on count 2, 2,500, on count 3, $1,000. No further contact with Sherell, Sherell, Rogers, and Sincere Price. And stay away from 4883 Roswell Road, the incident location. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Darden is 42 years old. Your Honor, his current address is an apartment in Atlanta. Your Honor, he does have a certificate for HVAC, and in fact, that is his employment. He works with the Lion Real Estate Group at Cumberland Apartments. And Your Honor, he's actually on call this weekend. He's been doing HVAC work for 3 years now. He is really trying to maintain his employment. He's lived in Georgia for over 2 years. He's graduated high school. He does have 3 living children, Your Honor, 14, 13, and 8. And Your Honor, he does have other family that lives in Georgia. His aunt does live in Georgia, Your Honor. We would ask for a bond as low as possible.
Given the multiple state history and all of that. I'm going to go with the $7,000 surety bond, 3,500 on the battery, family violence, 2,500 on the cruelty, 1,000 on the willful obstruction. No further contact with the victims in this case. Stay away from the incident location, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
And where's the incident location, please? Ms. Bear?
4883 Roswell Road.
Okay.
That's in
that-
Sandy Springs.
Okay, that's his permanent that's not his resident, but the victim's resident.
Yes.
Okay. And Judge, before we go into the next case, we do have a Russian interpreter. I don't want to hold her up too long on the line. Is there any way we can address that case?
Okay, which case is it?
It will be position, I think that's Miss Kim's case, if I'm not mistaken.
Ms. Kim, which is your case for the interpreter?
Your Honor, he actually waived his appearance, so I was able to communicate as much as I could. And we were actually asking for a Russian interpreter for his mother. I'm not sure if she's here.
This position
For
31 we're talking
his
about.
mother to do what?
Um,
I'm not gonna allow his mother to be his interpreter.
no problem.
So either we use the interpreter here or we don't use her at all. Which is it? I don't want to waste your time.
Yes, we don't use it all since he waived.
Okay,
his-
because he's waived his appearance. Gotcha. Okay.
Uh,
All
Your
right.
Honor-
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Huh?
you,
Go
Your
ahead.
Honor. It's Russian interpreter. I just wanted to say that it looks like there is a mistake in his first name. His first name is supposed to be Ruslan. It's supposed to be letter L as a lion instead of I as an igloo. It's Ruslan.
Thank you. Let's see. That's position 31,
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Lillard? That is? All right. So that's RUS.
L as a lion, A as an apple, N as an Nancy. Ruslan.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you, Your Honor. You do the
Thank
same.
you. All
Thank you.
right.
And Ms. McLeod will be on shortly.
Great.
Number 9, Mr. Combs.
You said 9?
No.
Okay. Twenty-six CR 0000482 E. Kevin Combe, charged with 2 counts of simple battery, family violence. Pretrial?
The last arrest was August 23rd, 2014, out of Fulton for reckless conduct. There are 2 total arrest cycles in Georgia. Nothing further to report.
My cycle is much longer, Your Honor.
Hmm.
I show a 2025 criminal trespass open and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 open cases that I felt were relevant. I
Ooh.
can
Pretrial? We have the same person? I want to make
They
sure
weren't included.
Some-
They weren't included on my report. I can double check if you want me to repull the GCIC.
No, but state, make sure you have the right person, somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes when that happens, we don't have the
Yeah.
right one. I don't like to read history.
Yeah, I've had that
belong.
happen before.
Mm-hmm. Does he have a middle initial or anything?
Actually, no, mine doesn't show a middle initial, but let me pull up GCIC.
Okay.
Nope. No middle initial. Let's see, date of birth, January 22nd, 1982.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are all of yours in Georgia?
Okay, yeah, I see. There, the first one that pulled up is only the 3. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're fine. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
Go ahead, State.
State is requesting a $2,000 surety, 1,000 on each charge. We have spoken with the victim. He says a stay away is not needed. No further violent contact with him. Christopher Johnson. I believe I saw him earlier if he wants to speak. They are god brothers, he said. So I will since it is a family violence, we are requesting FEIP. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right. Oh, let's see. Do we sound for the victim? Was it Christopher Johnson? Christopher Johnson. Okay, go ahead, PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Cohn is 44 years old. Your Honor, Mr. Johnson and him were roommates but he lives there, Your Honor. He is on the lease. He receives that through Section 8, Your Honor. He is on disability retirement, Your Honor, and that is how he also received the housing. Your Honor, he used to work for AT&T doing janitor work before receiving disability, Your Honor. He has graduated high school. He does have one adult son, and Your Honor, he does have significant ties. Your Honor, he's lived in Georgia all of his life. Your Honor, under the circumstances, given his being on disability, we would ask for a bond as low as possible. We would ask if the court is willing to give a signature bond, and we would ask for not for FVIP to be imposed as a bond condition.
Hello?
Yes. Do you wish to address the court?
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
what's
Hold on, please. All right, raise your right hand. You have to be sworn in and to quit walking. Sit down. All right. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you in fear of Mr. Kevin Cohn?
No, ma'am. That's my little brother. I don't wish this on him at all. He didn't do anything to me, just a big misunderstanding. Your detectives called me and they the ones want to press charges, and I told them I was not pressing charges. I wish they had the charges dismissed.
Okay. Well, I'm not here to do that today. I'm just here to determine his bond. That'll be something a little further.
Is there any way can I ask for him to get a signature bond because he is innocent? He is a good person. He's just a little he's a little off. You know what I mean? But he doesn't harm. He wouldn't harm a fly. He is perfectly like the nicest person you're gonna meet.
Okay. I don't know. He's got a few cycles.
That's because of his disability, and I wouldn't let you. I would ask y'all not to use that against him.
Mm-hmm. Let me hear from his attorney first, and then I'll make the decision. Can you mute yourself for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. As previously stated, Your Honor, he does receive disability. That's how he is living at that location, Your Honor. And it was disability through he was retirement disability. It's not as straight SSI, more of SSDI, where he did janitorial work for AT&T before receiving his disability, Your Honor.
All right, so now we've determined he just has the 2 cycles, right?
I think they said
There's 3
cycles. 3.
Yeah,
3.
it's a theft by shoplifting, reckless conduct, and then this simple battery. That's all.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give him that signature bond through pretrial. I'm going to make it $3,000, $1,500 for each charge. And put him at a level 1. And I'm going to also order no further violent contact with the victim. Want him to take 3 anger awareness courses through pretrial. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And that should be it for the court. All right, Mr. Johnson, you're free to go.
I judge position 37, Thomas.
All right. This is 26 CR 0000489C Essence Thomas, charged with 1 count of simple battery. Pre-trial.
This is her first arrest, Your Honor.
Your Honor, with this case, this was caught on video. 2 individuals, they'd only been, the defendant had been living with the victim, Mr. Alante Waters, Alaunte, for roughly 6 days. So we're not proceeding with this as a family violence case. But this incident was caught on video with the defendant hitting the victim with her purse multiple times. And ultimately, he did receive medical attention by Grady. The state is recommending signature bond through pretrial services with 1 day anger awareness, no further contact with Alante Waters, and stay away from his address, 1700 Linear Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound for Mr. Waters.
All right, Mr. Is it Alante Waters? All right. Go ahead, PD Kim.
Yes, Your Honor, we have no objection. She's only 18 years young, and I believe this is her first offense. Signature on bond through pretrial, we accept. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to order $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. Level 1, 1 day of anger awareness course. No further contact with the victim, Mr. Waters. Stay away from his residence, job. Can't be within 200 yards of him. So that's no further contact, stay away, and no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
That's what position were we on? I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's 37. Does she need a one-time law enforcement escort to get any personal belongings from that location?
Yes.
Okay. I'll allow a one-time police escort back to the property to retrieve any personal belongings that you have there. All right, that's it for Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Number 13, Ms. Ferris.
Okay. All right. Here's Ms. McLeod. How are you today?
Afternoon, Your Honor. I'm very
Good
well. Thank
afternoon.
you for asking.
All right, this is 26 CR 0000498D, Jamie Ferris, charged with one count of battery family violence. Do you need to hear her history or anything?
She told me, Your Honor, that she has no history except one arrest some time ago.
Right, 2015, I believe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right. And the recommendation was a $2,000 surety bond.
Your Honor, based on the fact that she has no kind of violent history and the fact that she's currently in school and unemployed, I would be requesting a signature bond on her behalf. She is the mother of 5 minor children who she's currently taking care of because the alleged victim, who is their father, is apparently in prison at this time. So she tells me there's been quite a significant history of domestic violence against her, and that is why he's currently incarcerated. So I think she really is a victim here, Your Honor, and I do not want her to be punished in any way. So I would definitely ask for a signature bond on her behalf.
All right. I will order a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. That'll be at a level 1. And I think it's no further contact, as well as to stay away from, I think it was Allen Temple Court.
Your Honor, she lives with her 5 minor children. Their ages range from, they're quite young, 9, 8, 6, 3, and 2. And she lives there with them, and he does not live there. He's in prison.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So I can take the stay away off.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Okay. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Do we have anything else with Ms. McLeod before we let her go? PD Kim or
Yeah, they do have another case.
PD
They
They
have
do?
another one, yes.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you better catch her while you can. I
Do we know who it is?
It's
know,
Miss
right?
Baker, Davita Baker.
Number 2. So you need a second to speak with her?
I do, Your Honor.
Yeah, who's Rogers? Yeah. All right, in the meantime, we got 35, Mr. Rogers.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000463J. Quentin Rogers, charged with 1 count of fair evasion, 2nd count of criminal trespass. Retrial.
There are, the last arrest was December the 8th, 2020, out of Gwinnett for hijacking a motor vehicle and kidnapping. There are 26 total cycles with arrests out of Georgia and South Carolina. There are 3 misdemeanor convictions outside the last 10-year period. There is a 2018 misdemeanor conviction out of South Carolina for possession of methamphetamine less than 1 gram and possession of marijuana less than 10 grams. There is a 2017 felony conviction for aggravated assault. Nothing further to report.
Pretrial, could I get
Okay.
the latest arrest one more time? What was that?
December 8th, 2020, out of Gwinnett.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hardy. Judge, the state's recommendation here is going to be a signature bond through pretrial. We are asking for I think, a social worker visit, if necessary, for BHET and housing. Stay away from MARTA in accordance with any active suspensions. He shouldn't be riding or going on any MARTA property until March 4th of this year. So we're asking for a stay away in accordance, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is all I have.
Okay. PD Kim?
Yes, we have no objection to signature on bond through pretrial, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna order $2,000 signature bond through pretrial, 1,000 on each, level 1. And to stay away from MARTA till that suspension clears up through March 15th. Do not use MARTA at all, not the bus, not the rail. You'll have to use Uber or something like that. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I believe that's it. Did I leave out anything?
Do we need a social worker visit, PD Kim?
Oh, yes, social worker visit.
Can we do
Yes.
after he gets released?
If need be.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't hold him in the jail. Yes, we will do that after.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, next we got 34, Mr. Reed.
Okay. (26 CR 000487G) Royal Reed, charge of 1 count of theft by taking. Retrial.
The last arrest was November 6, 2025 out of Dunwoody for theft by shoplifting. They have 11 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Oregon, and Washington. There was a 2018 felony conviction for financial transaction card fraud, where they got first offender. Is a discharge listed in 2021. There is a 2024 misdemeanor conviction for theft by taking and forgery. There appears to be 4 holds, one out of Oregon City, Oregon for an FTA. The date of that one is March the 10th, 2022. One out of Valdosta for forgery, December 28th, 2023. Out of Dahlonega for identity theft, January 16th, 2024. And out of Columbus for fraud, January 8th, 2025. Nothing further to report.
Your Honor, this was Mr. Dion Moore, the victim here, had discovered that there were a number of unauthorized transactions made from using his Apple Pay, totaling $800. And he had lent, around the time these transactions were made, a man later identified as the defendant, his phone to make a call, I believe. And that ultimately, it was determined through the investigation that the defendant is the one who took that money, made those transactions. Um, I There's a history of theft. It looks like some open cases as well as the convictions, I believe, pretrial mentioned out of Washington and Georgia for forgery. Forgery, that was 2022 in the forgery case and theft by taking case in 2024 out of Hall County, probation violations. You heard the foreign agency holds judge, that failure to appear, that Oregon one is a failure to appear for a theft. And there's a number of other forgery and fraud cases and arrests. So with the risk of flight, failure to appear, and the danger to property within the community, the state is recommending a $3,000 surety. No further contact with Mr. Dion Moore. Stay away from wherever Mr. Moore works and or resides, to include the 707 Park Avenue Northeast address in Atlanta. And I can check and confirm what exactly that location is, but stay away from that address. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound for Mr. Moore.
All right. Mr. Moore? Was it Dion Moore?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't see him. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Reed is 35 years old, born and raised here in Georgia. Your Honor, he has no objection to stay away from that incident location, and he does not know Mr. Dion Moore, so no objection to have no further contact with him. He has, of course, full hold, so she's not going anywhere. He doesn't have any, actually, because he will be transferred to other county jails. He has no risk of flight at this point. So we would like to request for a signature on bond for this death by taking misdemeanor, and he will still be incarcerated for a long time, Your Honor. He graduated from high school 2008, and also he went to college for 3 years to study psychology. At this point, he is residing with his parents, but he does not have any income because he has not been having any employment.
Well, he has 4 holds, but I don't know if Oregon's coming to get him. That would be my concern.
But 3 other places will come and get him, Your Honor.
Is the other 3 are Georgia, right?
Lumpkin County, Lowndes County, Muskogee County, Your Honor. Besides, he was actually in DeKalb County 2.5 months already.
Right.
And I may have neglected to mention this, but he was presumably open. What Oregon actually wants him for is a first-degree forgery case where he was initially arrested on that, as well as fugitive from justice from another state.
Right. I would want him to be released to his hold so he can get on and start whittling that down if he could. But then with the 11 cycles and all of that, I'm not for sure if I trust that, releasing him to a signature bond to his holds would be sufficient, because it may not get him back. Or will he come back?
Your Honor, his mother is on the Zoom hearing. His parents are here to support him. He does have a tie to the community, Your Honor.
Now, I usually don't hear from the parents at this point because I know what they're going to say. That they were not the victims here. And State, I know you're going to object to me giving him a signature bond to his holds.
We would judge, but at least I personally understand, but we will be objecting.
Let's do this. I'm going to give him a $6,000 signature bond. And he's to be released to his holds, and if not, it'll revert to a surety bond. Let's see, I guess, who comes to get him first. And with that 6,000 signature bond, what'd you say?
Is that through the jail?
Yes. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. He's to stay away from the incident location, no further contact with Dion Moore. I guess that's it.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right.
33, Mr. Parks.
(26 CR 000461D) Darius Parks, charge of 1 count of criminal trespass. Pre-trial?
The last arrest was January 1st, 2026. It looks like out of MARTA, well, it's Fulton County for a PI charge. In that case, it appears that they're on probation on that under 26 CR 00031D. They have 16 total arrest cycles. There is a 2007 misdemeanor conviction for criminal trespass. There is also a 2025 arrest for criminal trespass out of MARTA, also out of City of Atlanta. There's another probation case for criminal trespass under 25 CR 006861D. There's 16 cycles, nothing further.
Right.
Yes, Judge, he was just convicted on two criminal trespasses. This was, gosh, just over a week ago on the 15th of this month. And one of those being the PI and public drunk as well. One being a MARTA case and one being, I want to make sure this isn't the same. Yeah, it's a different property. With that being just a week ago, 16 cycles, the state is recommending a $1,500 surety bond. Stay away from all GSU premises and property, which was at issue here. He trespassed at One Park Place, Northeast Atlanta, despite having an active criminal trespass warning banning him from all GSU properties. That was issued last year. So stay away from all GSU premises and property in accordance with the active criminal trespass. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and social worker visit might be appropriate here for housing and the other needs.
All
You want
right.
to come again for
Yes.
bond? I couldn't hear you. Yes,
It said they've recommended $1,500 surety bond.
Your Honor, we would like to request for a signature on bond. He has no funds whatsoever to pay for any bond. Actually, Your Honor, he was on the way to go to his medical appointment. I do have a proof here that says he was there on that day, yesterday, January 20, the day before yesterday. 10 Park Place is actually where his doctor's appointment is. He was just passing by. He did not realize that he was not actually staying at Georgia State University. He was on the way, and he was actually at 10 Park Place Southeast for his treatment. And he does have a continuous appointment on February, March, May. So he has to go there every other month for his medical needs. We would like to request for signature on bond. He's homeless right now. He's been struggling with his residential challenges for the last 2 years, and he does not have any funds to pay for the bond at this point, Your Honor.
And from my understanding, he was observed loitering inside the building at the location, Judge, and that's what the call came in about.
Mm-hmm. The problem is, I guess he does, I do know a little bit of familiarity with that location. So he does have a doctor there, but I guess you should go to the doctor and come back out or not loiter around. And didn't we just have, the other case was the same address?
The most recent cases I have for him, of which he was convicted just over a week ago, I don't have those as being the same address, but
Oh, no, I meant the other case we just had. Wasn't it Park Place as well? A lot going
was
on
it?
there. I think it was. Well, it may not have been yours. We have a lot going on at that location, so we've got to kind of calm it down there, I guess.
I mean, the issue is it's the Georgia State University stay away for which he's going to keep getting arrested if he returns. I don't necessarily see an issue with a stay away from GSU premises and property, given that that is their outgoing policy, is to arrest him for this.
They gonna keep messing with me.
And if he goes back to the doctor,
Yeah, they gonna keep messing with me. It's right across the street.
catch 22. Is right across what?
Right across the
Is
street,
it across the street or is it in the same building?
right across the street, right there.
Well, if it's across the street, I'm different than if it's in the same building.
Walk in that area.
I think the address is
Yeah,
almost identical, Your Honor. I'm
Yeah.
gonna double, maybe, ASG, the Sarah can double check the location.
right there. Like right across the street. But I know.
But if you're across the street and you go on to the doctor and then go home, they shouldn't see you.
But Georgia State is not me. It's right across the street. Okay, okay.
But how did you get arrested? Well, it doesn't matter if you're across the street or you should be in the building where your office is. But but if his office, if his doctor's office is where Georgia State is in the same building, I take a little issue with that.
What I was doing.
Your Honor, I look at the map and it seems like it's on the same street. I'm trying
Same
to,
street, but not same building.
I do not know. I'm going to get the photo of this Google to kind of see what it's like.
Because I know the Park Place is that up there after Woodruff Park, right?
Yeah.
Or Catacorners from Woodruff Park.
But this.
And I'm thinking ASG Scirocco is like a 5, 6, 7, 8 story building, maybe.
Yes,
don't
Judge,
know.
it's a pretty tall building.
Mhm.
But what is the address of the location where he's saying he got a doctor's appointment?
Right. Where's his
10 Park Place, southeast Atlanta, Georgia, 30303.
that's where the doctor's office is, correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I won't hold there.
ASG Scirocco is looking at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do see it. The problem is that's a GSU
Building.
provider, that location. And he has that active trespass from GSU. So I mean, maybe once it gets in there, they wouldn't refuse service or appointments, but he is by going to that location in violation of that active stay away. So I don't really have an answer here.
It's kind of tight. I know. You're shaking your head too, Ms. Lewis, because I'm
All I
thinking
just want to know is the address that he's supposed to stay away from is 1 Park Place. 10 Park Place is a totally different address. It's literally across the street from that. It is around Georgia State campus, but it's not part of Georgia State building because that's where the people go get their services assistance at. I know exactly where that building's at, and I know where 1 Park is. It's 1
so
Park
10
across the
is
street.
10 is across the street from maybe the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, 10 is across the street from 1 Park. Yeah.
Let's just do the stay away from 1 Park Place.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And if you don't go across the street, you won't end up in jail, Mr. Parks. Okay. Well, we got all this, and your last name is Mr. Parks. So we have Park Place and Mr. Parks. We got all these coincidences, so be careful.
So what is
All
his
right.
bond?
1,500, 1,500 signature bond through the jail. Stay away from all GSU property, including 1 Park Place.
But I can go to my doctor's appointment, right? Come on here, come on.
Doctor's across the street at 10. Stay across the street. Don't cross the curb. All right. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Let's got 32, Mr. Noel.
Okay. 26 CR 0000462C. Is that Kalijah Noel?
It is.
Violating a family protective order. Family violence protective order. Retrial.
There's 6 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Louisiana. There was a felony conviction in 2023 out of Douglas County for robbery and possession of a firearm. They received first offender treatment on that. No seal date was listed. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
Judge, just to expand a little bit, there was a Louisiana attempted first-degree murder case, 4 counts. Ultimately, it was dismissed, but noteworthy, that was a 2023 case. And it looks like a DUI from this year that was dismissed as well. He also has a dormant bench warrant case that is 25 CR 005663C for DUI, improper erratic lane change, and possession of open alcohol container, as well as giving false information, for which I believe he's also being held. Additionally, there is an open 25 SC 002374 case for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm or knife during commission. That is with the same victim here, Jamesia Chase. I've seen it spelled both ways, but that was for threatening her with a gun. He was ordered to have no further contact with her whatsoever. And I'll get to the facts of this here. This was January 21st. Miss Jamesia Chase is there was an active TPO in place out of, I believe it's Maryland. It's Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Rockville, where the defendant was not to have any contact with Miss Chase and should not be at any location where she is at. But I mean, the way this case started out is especially concerning. This was police initially investigated following a report from a friend of Miss Chase who received communications from a notes app, I guess, with a shared iCloud, where she believed that to be Miss Chase. The information relayed in the notes app essentially was that the defendant was not letting her leave his apartment. And police were going around all throughout the town trying to find where the defendant and the victim were, potential kidnapping, potential false imprisonment. Now, when they ultimately found them, Miss Chase did advise that she gave false information to Miss Queen because she was afraid. Personally, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We have dismissed that charge that was ultimately for which that warrant was sworn out against her. It was a willful obstruction charge. But in addition to, but I'll say this, they were together when police found them. And additionally, he was ordered to have no further contact with her with that 25 SC 002374 case, that ag assault, wherein she's the victim. So he's in violation of 2 different orders here, one being the Maryland TPO, and the second being the condition of his bond, which was to have no further contact with her. So with all that I've listed, there's a threat of, a risk of FTA. There is a risk of intimidating Miss Chase here. There is a threat, we believe, to Miss Chase with the violation of both of these. The state's recommendation, therefore, is going to be a $5,000 cash bond. We are recommending no further contact with Miss Chase, as well as stay away from wherever she resides. I believe her address, as we understand it, is a Maryland address, but wherever she's residing, we're asking for a stay away from. no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If Your Honor is at all inclined to reduce the state's recommendation from cash to anything else, we would ask that an ankle monitor be in place for the defendant to make sure he's nowhere near the victim, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol, if that was not already stated. If we could sound for Ms. Chase.
All right, Ms. Chase? Ms. Chase? No.
Your Honor, I'm told that Ms. Chase is actually incarcerated at this point, so we will not be able to have any contact with her.
Okay.
My client denies allegation, Your Honor, and regarding that FTA, I found out that there was a notice returned to the sender. It was actually sent to wrong address, so he never had notice of hearing. So his public defender for that case should be filing motion to set aside the bench warrant so he can take care of that part, Your Honor. He is 22 years young, and I object to the capital charge to be mentioned, which it was ultimately dismissed. I don't want that to give any precedence against my client. He's presumed to be innocent, and the case was clearly dismissed. It didn't have to be mentioned against my client. He has three minor children who are 1 year old, and he completed 10th grade. He's still pursuing his GED. And even though he was born in Louisiana, he has been here in Georgia for the last 4 years. And we would like to request for signature on that. I believe she is arrested here in Fulton County, Your Honor. There's another, I saw it, but she's not scheduled for today's bond hearing. However, she was arrested together.
She was only arrested, from my understanding, on the willful obstruction, which the state dismissed. We believe she was in distress. So that was NOD'd. I don't believe she's being held currently, but I'll check just to make sure.
Okay.
When I checked, it was a yellow, orange J.
But the key is
Yeah, she's been released.
Okay.
He's been released. Okay. So he's accused of violating the protective order, though.
I was not notified or aware.
My client says he was never notified of that. He was not served with that TPO. Your Honor, they don't live together at this point, I believe.
Do they have children together?
No, the children are his children with other baby mothers. They do not have any children together. All his children are here in Georgia, so he has a ties to the community.
I'm going to order a $3,000 cash bond. And I'm leaning real heavily toward the ankle monitor just because of the allegations and his history. And you all were not able to talk to Ms. Chase, right, Sharako?
We were not, Judge. We will continue those efforts, though.
Do we have the ability to set him up on the ankle monitor? Or he would have to figure that out himself? PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sharako, we have the ability to set them up on it?
He's not
Shouldn't be
able
an issue, Judge.
and he will not, he doesn't have any employment at this point, so I don't think that he will be. He's Not gonna be able to pay for the ankle monitor either.
I got 3 kids.
Well, he's not supposed to go around Miss Chase.
She live in another
That's
state.
the key.
I live in Maryland. I live in Georgia.
Yes, her address is in Maryland, Judge.
And she was here as of 2 days ago. So
Yeah, but that's what they got her on, her
Yeah.
address.
I was notified, man. It ain't my fault. I don't know nothing.
also, they just said it was my understanding from what PD Kim just reported that they were living together, which obviously they shouldn't have been for multiple reasons, but it's abundantly clear they shouldn't have been around each other. He shouldn't have been around her.
I don't think
Right.
they were living together.
I believe I heard that.
No,
Never living together.
they did not.
I'm
live-
just gonna leave it at $3,000 cash bond, no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And no further contact with Miss Chase. Stay away from wherever she is, 200 feet away, 2 football fields. And that's the order of the court for today.
This guy 22, Mr. Jones.
I got the carry.
What was the number?
22. This is 26 CR 0004787 Marquise Jones, charge of 1 count of theft by shoplifting. Pretrial.
The last arrest was December 16th, 2025, out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting. That case appears to be open under 25 CR 002495. There's 26 total arrest cycles with arrests out of Georgia, Minnesota, and New York. There was a 2025 misdemeanor conviction for theft by shoplifting out of the cab. There appears to be a hold out of Minneapolis, Minnesota for an FTA. The date of that is March 7th, 2023. In addition, there appears to be 2 other open cases, 25 CR 007535, possession and use of drug-related objects, and 25 CR 016887 for theft by shoplifting. Nothing further.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, this was the theft of roughly $60 worth of merchandise. It was all they were all food items from my understanding from the CVS at 2429 MLK Junior Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. With his open cases, and also from what I see, wanted out of Minneapolis, at least when we ran his history, wanted out of Minneapolis for failure to appear for a property charge, something related to property, either damage or theft. But that's been outstanding since 2023. With that, the other open case and his previous convictions, to include not only a theft by shoplifting, but a theft by receiving as well. There's a risk of flight, failure to appear, and there's a risk to property in the community. So we are asking that the $1,200 surety bond that's currently in place remains set. We would recommend a social worker visit for BHET and housing if necessary. Stay away from the CVS at the aforementioned location, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while on bond.
Can I say something?
No. Who's the attorney? Is it Kim or Green?
I think attorney, Annette should be coming up.
Okay, they're recommending the $1,200 surety bond stay in
Wait.
place.
Your Honor, I apologize, but I have not interviewed Mr. Jones.
I haven't been interviewed at all by a public defender or anyone.
Oh, boy. Who's gonna interview him? You or Kim?
Your Honor, I have no problem interviewing him. I just wanted to make the court aware that I did not interview him.
Okay. Who's gonna interview him, PD Kim?
It seems like his colleague, PD Green, Your Honor.
Gonna call her? Okay.
Yeah.
Any others? I want y'all to make sure so we keep moving. Any others that have not been interviewed?
Yes, I don't see
I
nothing.
hate when we get
for,
down to
Ms.
the
Johnson.
calendar like this.
What about position 21?
Rashonda Johnson.
Yeah, I didn't see that name on their list.
26, Mr. Loomis next.
Your Honor, I have interviewed Miss Johnson,
Okay.
just to make the court aware, but I have not been able to interview Miss Burleson. She was at ACDC,
four.
Catherine. Yes, number 4.
Okay. Can we
Your
get
Honor,
on that?
number 4 is a waiver. I had to walk in field trip. Catherine Berlin person, she was not able to come out because of her MH issue. So I
Okay.
in person.
Okay.
Burleson is mine. Can I just make sure that I heard correctly that she was unable to come out due to her MH issue? Is that what I heard?
Correct. It's a waiver
Yeah.
of appearance. I'll be arguing for her.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I heard and understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who are we on? 21? No,
26.
6?
26, yes, ma'am.
Oh, 26.
Yes, ma'am.
This is 26 CR 0000495E, Tommy Loomis, charge of 1 count of DUI, 2nd count driving, possession of open alcohol container, and willful obstruction. Pre-trial?
The last arrest was August the 30th, 2024, out of Roswell for criminal damage to property and obstruction. That case appears to be open under 24 PI 006330. There are 36 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Alabama. There are 6 misdemeanor convictions outside the last 10-year period. There's a 2016 misdemeanor conviction for criminal trespass. There's a 2018 disorderly conduct, 2021 DUI. There was a felony conviction in 2000 for aggravated assault. Nothing further to report.
State?
Yes, Judge, this incident took place just yesterday. The defendant, there was a call that came in from Boston Scientific regarding a possible impaired individual is attempting to drive himself home. The officer found that individual identified later as a defendant sitting outside his building. The defendant had informed officers that his wife was on her way to pick him up. He was instructed not to drive any motor vehicle based on his condition, and he proceeded to several minutes later get behind the wheel of a vehicle. Officers received a call about that vehicle leaving Boston Scientific, and a traffic stop was ultimately conducted. He was the only one in the car there. Field sobriety tests were conducted showing multiple clues of impairment, and several, let's see, it was 2 different open containers that were found in his vehicle. One was a Buzzball, the other a Club Tails margarita, both within his reach, and there was very little liquid left in both of those containers. Excuse me, there was a warrant, a search warrant obtained for a blood sample from the defendant, and he despite that, refused to let anyone at the Emory Johns Creek Hospital take his blood, hence the obstruction there. With his long history, number of convictions, including felony violence and theft and disorderly conduct, that other open case, and the 2021 DUI conviction, as well as a previous DUI arrest out of Clayton from '97, and other arrests for public intoxication that goes back to 2011. It's clear he's had substance abuse issues for a long time, and with this behavior and recent conviction, he poses a substantial risk to the community. With this sort of behavior. So we are recommending a $6,000 total surety, 5,000 on the DUI less safe, 500 for the open container charge and the obstruction charge each, respectively. No driving, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
I was at the age
All
of.
right. PD Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Tommy Loomis is 53 years old. He was born and raised here in Georgia. He is residing with his fiancee of 10 years, and he has a strong community ties. He's working through Kelly Services. It's a temporary agency. He's gainfully employed, and he completed his GED in 1996. He has been working as an electronic tech as well. We would like to request for the lowest possible bond of total of $900, 300 each, maximum $1,000 surety bond. We do understand that it's gonna be hard for him to get a signature on bond because of the DUI history.
Okay. I'm going to
No.
order a $5,000 surety bond. And that's gonna be 4,000 on DUI, 500 on the other two charges. And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And looks like no driving while on bond, unless he has a valid driver's license, insurance, and that's probably it. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Okay.
Next.
All right, going to number 18, Mr. Irby.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me hold for a second. All right, sorry about that. Are we on 18?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is 26 CR 000-476J, David Lee Irby, charged with 2 counts of battery family violence. Pre-trial?
This is his first arrest.
Thank you. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor. Currently, we're actually consenting, we are offering a consent bond of $5,000 signature on bond through pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with Jabrodsky Davis, and to stay away from the incident location, 878 Peachtree Street. That location is called Bulldogs. It looks like Mr. Davis is with us and wishes to speak up. We are asking for no drugs, alcohol, weapons while on bond. Thank you.
all right, Mr. Davis,
Yes, ma'am.
where are you? I have to be able to see you.
Okay, there it is. Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand for me. You affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, and are you in fear of Mr. David Irby?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Okay, do you want to have any contact with him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, those are the 2 questions that I have for you. With these 2 counts of battery family violence against him, as I say, you are the victim here. And what Bulldogs is a liquor store, moving company,
Bar.
what?
It's a bar.
Bar.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, if I may.
Quickly, this is not your trial. This is just his bond hearing, and he's getting a signature bond to get out. So I don't know that you really need to say anything. Be frank
Okay.
about it.
I just wanted to
'Cause he-
clarify the record that he is not the person that assaulted me. I had spoke to the solicitor's office back in September when this incident happened, as well as today with Miss Andrews. So I just wanted to clarify that he has done no harm or bodily injury to me at all.
Okay. And the solicitors are here taking note. And
Yes, we are aware.
someone will be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, so that's that 5,000 signature bond through pretrial. I guess I don't know if I'm going to order any anger awareness courses or not to the state. Do you think we should?
No, we didn't ask for any,
Okay.
in light of the conversation that we had had with the victim previously.
Okay. Well, all right. No objection from you, Ms. Green?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Judge, can you go over that again? So it's a $5,000, SOB through pretrial level 1? Is it 2,500 on each charge?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's 2 charges, 2,500 each.
Okay.
No
and-
drug,
yeah, and-
alcohol, weapons, or guns.
Okay, that's it. That's only condition?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I thought I wrote down stay away from Bulldogs, but are we
We
saying
did
that?
request that, just
Okay,
at least until we can figure out what exactly happened.
okay. And then it was no further violent contact with the victim?
Correct.
Okay, right.
I'm crying. Stop lying.
All right, next we got number 8, Mr. Clyburn.
Number 8. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
This is 26 CR 0000483J, Brandon Clyburn, charging 1 count of criminal trespass. Pre-trial?
There are 30 arrest cycles, looks like arrests out of Georgia and Colorado. There is last arrest was January 6, 2026, out of Fulton for criminal trespass. That case is open under 26 CR 0000134J. There was an arrest in 2026 for criminal trespass out of Georgia World Congress Center. There was a conviction in 2025 for criminal trespass out of the cab. 2023 arrest for criminal trespass out of APD. Nothing further to report.
Okay. Attorney. State.
Yes, Your Honor. I do show several cycles of just straight criminal trespass, 2020, 2021, 2022, 23. And 1, 2, 3 of them are from MARTA, even though this occurred at Emory. So we're asking for a $2,000 surety. Stay away from Emory at 550 Peachtree Street, except when looking for necessary medical care or medical appointments. And it does appear that he will need a social worker visit. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Okay. PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, he is currently living at a shelter, Your Honor. He is unemployed, but Your Honor, he does have his AA and medical specialties, and he was last employed doing warehouse work. He has a 13-year-old son. Your Honor, he does attend and is active with his church that's in College Park. Your Honor, we're asking for a bond as low as possible.
And what was the state's recommendation?
$2,000 surety, the stay away, and the social worker.
It just has so many cycles.
He does. Fortunately, the bulk of them are criminal trespass, so we do have concerns about him returning, but at least they're nonviolent.
All right, I'm going to give him a $1,000 surety bond. And with that surety bond to stay away from Emory, looks like Emory Midtown is at 550 Peachtree.
Right.
And no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. He can return there if it is medically necessary that he go there. Kind of hate when I do that because then if they show up and they need services, it's kind of tough, but maybe he can go to Grady or somewhere else in the meantime and stay away from Emory so that he doesn't get arrested again. And I guess that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Judge, can we go to McLeod case?
I'm sorry?
Attorney McLeod, position number 2, Baker.
Oh, 2. Okay. All right. This is 26 CR 0000469A. Datavia Baker, charged with interference with custody. Pre-trial.
The last arrest was August 13th, 2025, out of Anderson, South Carolina for telephone unlawful communication. There are 9 arrest cycles with arrests out of Georgia and South Carolina. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
Your Honor, I show she has a warrant for stalking from last June. She also has from last July unlawful communications / harassment. She also picked that up in August. When she got this interference of custody, 2 days later, she got a felony terroristic threats and acts, and she picked up the stalking charge that she's wanted on relatively soon. In this case, we have spoken to the victim, Mr. Mosley. I don't know if he's on or not, but apparently the defendant circles his house tells the 17-year-old child to turn her location on, waits for him to go inside, and that's when she has communication with the children. That's when she communicated and took them this time and brought them across state lines back to South Carolina. I believe he's got a TPO. I'm not sure. Yes, he does have a TPO, 25 CV 009181. The custody agreement for the divorce and how he got primary custody is out of South Carolina. He is asking for no further contact with him or the children or his mother because he claims she's been harassing his mother via Facebook. And of course, the stay away from his address at 3589 Atlanta Street. We're also asking for an MHET based on the felonies that have accompanied this act, and an ankle monitor since she can't seem to stay away despite the TPO and the several attempts through the court to keep her away from the children. Just for the court's edification, the court document giving him full custody, excuse me, from Anderson County, South Carolina is 2025 DR 0412. If we could sound for Mr. Mosley, I believe is, yes, Eric Mosley, just in case he's here and wants to speak out.
And I know you said ankle monitor, MHET, and what else was your bond recommendation?
$10,000 surety, no contact with the two children or the victim, Mr. Mosley, and the stay away, 3589 Atlanta Street.
Okay. All right, Ms. McLeod.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Mosley's on. I do not know if he wishes to
Oh, I see.
speak.
Mr. Mosley, do you wish to address the court briefly today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Are you in fear of Miss Baker?
Yes, I am.
And do you want to have any further contact with Miss Baker?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And your kids are 17 and what's the other one?
10.
17 and 10?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't want her to have any contact with
No.
them?
No,
either.
ma'am.
Are they're probably part of the TPO, are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Any
Thank you.
questions
That's
from
it.
anyone else?
No, ma'am.
No, from the ASG or the conflict defender.
As long as Mr. Mosley is in agreement with our plea offer.
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right.
My
Ms.
client
McLeod.
is currently unemployed, so of course she cannot pay for a bond, neither can she pay for an ankle monitor. So if either of these options are on the table, she'll just be sitting in jail. And she denies the allegations against her, Your Honor. I believe these two children are her children. And she tells me that essentially that she's always been a part of their life. And she feels that somebody has been doing something. She told me that there was no order in place giving Mr. Mosley custody. But of course, you know, I'm just telling you what she says. I do not know. And I did not have sufficient opportunity to actually check for myself to see whether or not there might be an order. But given all of that, she only has a 10th grade education. This is what she tells me. She's not working and she's not in a position to pay for bond. So I would ask the court to take that into consideration in setting any bond for her.
And Your Honor,
I think you've been
Ms.
given, yeah.
Ms.
Go
McLeod,
ahead.
I can try and send that to you if you want. Because it does outline why she lost custody of the children, Your Honor.
Right.
And
I
it's
would love to see that. That would be
with good
helpful for
reason.
me.
I know it's
Yes.
not pertinent to what's going on
Right.
here, but it's with pertinent reason that she lost custody in the first place.
I understand. If you would send me that order, I would appreciate that. It
I will
probably would give me
absolutely
some
see what I can do for you.
context.
Okay.
All right. And so there is a TPO in place that explains it as well. That is active right now. So I'm hearing from the state as well. So I'm going to order the $10,000 surety bond but I'm going to order her to stay away from Mr. Mosley and from these children until the court can determine that she's not interfering with his custody rights or interfering with the children in the form of stalking and all those other allegations that are going on. I'm inclined to put her on an ankle monitor because she continues to get this charge and continues to, and I understand she wants to see them, but it doesn't matter if there's not positive interaction going on.
She can't pay for an ankle monitor. My understanding it's over $300 a month. She certainly is not in a position to pay for that.
Well, I want to put her on it, but I'm not because I understand she can't pay for it. So, but I guess if she comes back again, she needs to be on one. But, and I should make her do a cash bond, but I'll back up off of that. I'll do
If she
10,000.
does a cash bond, she will. I don't think she's able to pay the surety bond. A cash bond would be for sure. She would not be able to pay.
I'm gonna leave it at 10,000. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. I'm not gonna speak with her. It behooves her not to speak.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you. Have a good one. Be safe.
Thank you. Same to you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, that's guy number 15, Mr. Hubbard.
And Mr. Mosley, you're free to go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. I'm sorry, Deputy, which number?
15.
Okay. This is 26 CR 0000479E. DeMarcus Hubbard, charged with 2 counts of cruelty to animals. Retrial.
This is his first arrest.
All right, state.
Bond recommendation, we will consent to a signature on bond, $2,500 through pretrial service level 1. However, we're also requesting that he not own animals or have them in his home while this case is ongoing. Yeah, I don't think we should go into
Was
the
it
facts of
any
this.
type of animals in his home?
I think that would be best based on the accusation and the warrant.
Okay.
It's not pretty.
All right. And that would be the only condition.
Standard, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons, but yes.
Right. And that 1,500 is half and half.
2,500. Yeah, we can do.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2,500. Okay. Anything else, Ms. Green?
Your Honor, we're not opposed to a 2,500 signature bond with him being through pretrial level 1.
Okay.
Do we know if he has already surrendered the dogs? I can't tell if they were taken or surrendered at this time.
I surrendered one and one of them is still in custody.
Surrendered one and the other is what?
Is still in his custody.
Oh, he's still in
Okay, he
custody.
needs to surrender the other dog, surrender any and all dogs, animals in his home. I don't know if he has cats or other animals, but surrender them all to the Fulton County Sheriff, or where does he take them? Or the animal control?
Or yeah, or I'll even allow for a shelter as long as there's some paperwork for it. But usually they go to animal control. It helps with their
Right.
case.
Animal control
Right.
have
dogs, Your Honor.
Animal control has one. You said you still have one in your home.
No, I said I surrendered one and they still have one in custody because they told me that they took the one that was the aggressor and told me after I finished this, they'll consider giving me it back. So I don't.
Okay. Well, we're not going to say they should not give them back. That's going to be in your bond order until this case is concluded and we can determine what's going on. So you are to have no animals in your custody. And if you find yourself having one, or once you get out on bond and you go home and one you forgot about, turn it in and take it to the Fulton County Animal Control Office or location. So that's $12.50 on each. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I guess that's it. They used to have an animal class at pretrial. I don't know if they do or not.
We do. I just didn't recommend it at this particular time. While the facts are gruesome, it's also he didn't repair a fence that led to this, so it's not quite as egregious as he may not need the class.
Okay. All right. We'll hold off on that for now. All right, that's it.
And number 14, Mr. Fontaines.
26 CR 00049 Jonathan Fontaines charged with one count of driving hit and run, one second count driving following too closely, third count driving while license suspended or revoked. Pretrial.
The last arrest was December 10th, 2025 out of Douglas County for theft by conversion. There are 11 arrests out of Georgia and New York. There is a 2025 misdemeanor conviction out of Douglas for simple battery and obstruction. Also in 2025, driving while license suspended or revoked. Nothing further to report.
All right. State.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe a $5,000 surety per charge was already set. We're asking that to remain for a couple of reasons. One, in New York, one of his charges is bail jumping. Two, this is his fourth, which would be a felony, driving while license suspended. According to the car owner, the photos that he received implied that Mr. Fontaines is living or was living in his car and not repairing his car as was previously agreed upon. So it sounds like he needs a social worker. So we're asking for $5,000 surety, no further contact with both Teddy Bird, who is the victim in the accident, or Walter Griffin, the gentleman whose car he was in, and a social worker visit. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
So it's a total of 5 for the 3 charges?
No, it'd be a total of 15.
15, 5 times 3. Yes, thank you. Okay. PD Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's 38 years old. He does live in an apartment in Atlanta, Your Honor. Your Honor, he is a mechanic. He has been a certified auto mechanic for over 15 years, Your Honor. And Your Honor, he's lived in the metro area now for 10 years. Your Honor, he is not able to afford that type of bond. We would ask for a bond as low as possible, Your Honor. We're not opposed to any type of conditions that you want to place on the bond, but we are asking for a lower bond.
Hi. Are you all going to transfer this ASG Spear?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I was speaking with Mr. Rhodes earlier about our various transfers, and it looks like at this point it will probably stay. We haven't heard from the victim of the accident yet, only of the car. And so as it stands right now, we are keeping it.
Okay. All right, I will leave it at the $15,000 surety bond, given the nature of his history, cycles, and other driving offenses, 5,000 on each. And no further contact with the victim and the owner of the car. And no driving while on bond. Don't care if he still has his license or not, which I know he doesn't, but just no driving while on bond. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns.
Number 19, Mr. Jews.
This is 26 CR 0000496Y. Alandis Jews, charged with 1 count of battery, family violence, 2nd count cruelty to children, 3rd pretrial.
The last arrest was August the 25th, 2015, out of Hogansville, Georgia, for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. There are 20 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Alabama. There is a felony conviction in 1995 for possession of controlled substance. 2006, there was a DUI misdemeanor conviction. 2005, obstruction. Out of Alabama, there is a 2006 possession of marijuana misdemeanor. Nothing further to report.
Right.
Yes, Your Honor. We spoke with the victim. We didn't put her name in, so I was trying to find it real quick. Erica Mack. It looks like we're asking for a $2,000 surety. That's $1,000 per charge. The victim says that he does. Oh, we are asking for the FVIP. The victim agrees with that. She says she's okay with no further violent contact and a stay away is not needed. He lives in the basement of the home. They share the kitchen area. She believes with the FVIP, things should be okay. 2,000 surety, no further violent contact. FVIP, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Okay. Kitty Green.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, he's 49 years old. Yes, he does live at the location. He is the property owner of the location. He's lived at that address for over 13 years. Your Honor, he is currently a full-time student at Atlanta Technical College. He's been doing that for over a year now. He's trying to acquire his associates in construction management. Your Honor, he's lived in Georgia all of his life. Your Honor, he does have 3 children, 10 and 7 as the minor children, and then a 29-year-old. Your Honor, before he was a full-time student, he did manage rental properties, and he worked doing residential construction, Your Honor. And that is why he is also, going to school to become a contractor for himself. Your Honor, given that he's a full-time student and he does have minor children to provide. And Your Honor, I do understand he may have 20 arrest cycles, but his last arrest was in 2015. And from what I heard, I think his felony conviction was over 20 years old, Your Honor. We're asking if the court would consider a signature bond, especially if the court imposed FVIP as a bond condition. Your Honor, he has very limited financial resources.
I guess the fact that the victim wants him to live there and take FVIP, I guess he can afford it, and you can explain to him and how it works. And once he starts it, he needs to continue or else he'll start back over again. If he misses a class, I believe, something like that. The problem is number cycles and things of that nature. I will he didn't have any violent convictions. It was the DUI and what was it? The other one in 2015.
I'll double check. I wrote down the
It
Alabama
was
drug.
possession of marijuana with intent. I'm sorry, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly drugs.
Drugs, right? No violence. Okay, I will give him a $5,000 signature bond through a pretrial. 2,500 on each. Level 1. He shall have no further violent contact with Erica Mack. And he should take the FVIP class. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. That's all our order for now.
Next, we got 22, Jones.
All right, this was the one who wasn't interviewed, 22. Okay. This is 26 CR 0000478Y. Marquise Jones, 1 count of theft by shoplifting. I think I wrote down 24 cycles and some priors of the same charge. And he was just arrested December 16, 25. Does everybody remember the history?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. Did you need me to repeat it?
Yeah, let's do that. We've had so many in between.
Okay, so the last arrest was December 16th, 2025 out of Fulton for theft by shoplifting, and it's open under 25 CR 002495. 26 cycles, arrests out of Georgia, Minnesota, New York. 2025 theft by shoplifting, misdemeanor conviction out of DeKalb. Open case for possession and use of drug-related objects under 25 CR 007535, and then another theft by shoplifting under 25 CR 016887. A hold out of Minneapolis, Minnesota for an FTA. And the date on that is March the 7th, 2023. Nothing further.
Okay.
And the only thing I believe I didn't emphasize earlier was the 2 other FTAs from 2022 and 2021. But yeah, with the risk of flight, failure to appear, and reoffense, as well as threat to community property, the state's recommendation was 1,200 surety to remain set. That's what's currently set by the magistrate. We recommended a social worker visit for BHET and housing. If needed, stay away from the CVS at 2429 MLK Jr. Drive, Southwest in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay. PD Green?
Your Honor, we are asking for the bond to be as low as possible. Your Honor, he is on disability. He does have an apartment in Atlanta. He has lived at that apartment now for 7 years, but after he pays his rent, he only has about $200, Your Honor, to live off of for the month, Your Honor. I do understand his cycles, but Your Honor, he does have very limited resources. While his family does live in the metro area, Your Honor, because of his mother not being able to care for him or his siblings, he was in foster care since the age of 4. And Your Honor, he, given those circumstances, he has very limited education. So again, Your Honor, we would ask for a bond as low as possible.
Well, he has 2 open cases.
There's 3, Your Honor.
3. And I'm gonna leave it at the $1,200 surety bond. Stay away from the CVS at Cascade. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond. And I think that's it. Anything else that I leave out?
Did you say social worker visit, Judge?
Oh yeah, social worker visit. And that's it.
Number 39, Mr. Wiggins.
30. This is 26 CR 000-490G Leon Wiggins, charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. Pre-trial.
The last arrest was February 13th, 2014, out of Norfolk, Virginia, for a probation violation. There's 8 arrest cycles out of Virginia. 2014, possession of a firearm felony conviction, 2013 robbery. Nothing further to report.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, number of convictions out of Virginia, but I didn't see anything within the last 10 years either. This was damage to property. It was a damage to a roommate's property. The victim's name is Joseph Mitchell. He is the homeowner of a 2183 Westover Drive in East Point, and the defendant had there was an incident where the defendant punched and kicked one of the doors of the residence that he admitted to punching and kicking one of the doors, but he damaged the door belonging to the victim here. State's recommending a signature bond through pretrial. We have not spoken with Joseph Mitchell. We'll continue those efforts, but out of an abundance of caution, we are going to be asking for a stay away and no further contact due to this being an outburst out of anger, and it seems like roommate issues here. So no further contact with Joseph Mitchell. Stay away from 2183 Westover Drive in East Point. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound for Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mitchell, Joseph Mitchell. Nope. All right, PD Kim.
Yes, we would like to request for a signature on bond through jail, Your Honor. This is criminal trespass. Mr. Wiggins is 36 years old and he has been here in Georgia for the last 1 year. Graduated from high school 2008. He also has a paralegal certification from Blackstone Area Institute. And Your Honor, we would like to request for a signature on bond through jail. Thank you.
Oh, and just to add, there were statements made to police by the victim that the defendant had been yelling threats all morning long because of something that had happened outside. I'm not sure what that was, but apparently threats to fight and kill him. I don't believe those were recorded. We didn't bring any charges on those, but just for the court to have a more holistic understanding of this situation.
We have that to stay away nor no contact.
Okay. I will agree with the signature bond through pretrial. I'll make it a 1,500. And level 1, stay away from the incident location and no further contact with the victim.
That's Sean.
No drugs, alcohol, weapons, or guns while on bond.
Yes, Sean. Thank you.
All right.
41, Mr. Young.
This is 26 CR 0000492Y Derek Young. Charge one count of PI criminal trespass. Can we talk about it or do we need to
We would like to.
I mean,
wait till last?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last.
This is our last
We'll
case.
wait till last.
Your Honor, I believe that he is the last one here, Your Honor. But there's one person who already completed. May we,
Who's the other individual?
oh,
He's
there's a,
leaving.
yeah. May we
Okay.
ask for a YouTube to be stopped and no recording, please?
You are back.